champions. Hi. Welcome to Divinely Classic. My name is NY. Excuse me, NY no Saraboy Sangbedo. That's my name. And here we do all things health and fitness. We talk, we sell, and we play. So today we are talking. Every Sunday I tend to do live videos just to share some thing that I've learned through the week. And while I was researching this week, something I watched a video titled "Listen to Your Body." Listen to your body, and I thought that's very interesting. It's good for us as individuals to understand our body because I won't say I used to work in A&E. I still do occasionally, but I've got A&E background as a nurse. And one thing I've noticed is that accident and emergency, as it's called, a lot of people come in there as emergency cases. And when your body is in that state, for every, we do have some people who come in when they don't really need to be there. Okay, that's why we have to do triage. But for people that have come in, that are really in that emergency stage, that are acutely unwell. Like when I say acutely unwell, I mean very unwell, and they come into hospital, excuse me, it's a sign that something is definitely off with your body. And that's why it's important that we need to understand our body. Thank you so much for the love, guys. Thank you for being here. Please share the video and just give me a thumbs up if you are still here. So our body we need to understand our body, because you don't want to wait for your body to pack up before you rush to the hospital. If you feel something is out of place, if you feel like this is not me, go to the hospital. That's why the A&E is there. Some people do say, oh, I go to the A&E, and they say, oh, you shouldn't have come here, you should have gone to your GP. If your GP is available and you think it's something that your GP would manage, by all means go to your GP. But if you feel that this is more than what the GP can do, I need like urgent care, then go to A&E. That's why we need to listen to our body. Our bodies are they are wonderfully made. Our bodies are wonderfully made because there's what is called homeostasis. Sorry. Hello, hi, dark animalists. How are you? Please share this video, please. There's what is called homeostasis in our body, and this is a natural process that our body uses to regulate itself. So when there's something going off, the body's been built to naturally regulate it and maintain a balance. Okay, I'll just define what I have here. It says homeostasis is a natural process of regulating or maintaining a stable internal environment. That's inside our body now. That's what we're talking about, the homeostasis. Yeah, maintaining a natural, stable internal environment. And examples of homeostasis is like when your body is cold, when you feel cold, some receptors in the body, they just trigger things in the brain. I don't want to go into much details to regulate the body to maintain normal temperature. That's why you begin to shiver, just trying to get internal heat. Okay, those are all parts of the biological processes in a bid to maintain homeostasis. Okay, and then the blood pressure naturally. Oh, please share, please like. Thank you for being here, guys. Please give me a thumbs up. I've got some people here, and please subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe to our channel. Here we do all things health and fitness. Okay, so another example of homeostasis is when you have a low blood pressure. Low blood pressure, the vessels in your body will naturally constrict so that to increase the pressure. When you have high blood pressure, the blood vessels will naturally dilate, to allow more blood to flow, just to reduce the pressure. So our body's been, wonderfully made to self-regulate itself. But sometimes after it's self-regulated for a long time, then things begin to shift to the other side. The body is now struggling. That's when we need to act fast. Okay, that's when the red flags start coming in. For some people, they'll say, oh, I've got chest pain, and before you know it, that person is having like a serious heart attack. Do not ignore those things. That's why in the hospital, when somebody's coming with chest pain, we don't take them for a joke. It could be just a chest pain. It could be anything, but it could also be a massive heart attack going on with that person. So it's important for you to know your body. If it's just a chest pain, say, oh, okay, maybe. But when you think, this is more than a chest pain, go into hospital, go to A&E and tell them that you've got chest pain, especially if it's on your left side, because this is where your heart is. If it's on your left side, you need urgent attention. Sometimes we do have a typical symptoms of heart attack, which you might get pain in the other side. It might be a heart attack anyway, but what you call typical symptoms of heart attack is when you've got that tightening chest pain in your left side. Sometimes it does radiate to your hands down to your body, and sharp pains. I'm sorry, not sharp pains. Tightening in your chest, like it's heavy. If you have that, please go to A&E straight away. What am I saying, bro? I'm not a bro. Oh, who's that? Would you rather kiss someone? Okay, hello. We're doing something very serious here. Please share. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. So, like I said, the title of this message is listening to your body. Do not ignore those signs that your body is telling you. Different things that your body will be warning you. Do not ignore them. There's some red flags. You wonder when your body begin to feel unwell, or rather when you begin to feel unwell, you ask yourself, do I need to rest? Do I need to just take today off? I know, a lot of people are working. I work full time. It's hard to just take the day off because you don't feel like working today. But sometimes you're really poorly. Sometimes you really, really need that day off. If it means taking the day off to go to the hospital just to check yourself, please do. Please do. Am I from Kenya? No, I'm not from Kenya, my darling. I'm from Nigeria. And please subscribe. For everyone here, please give me the thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel. It's not going to cost you anything. Here we do all things health and fitness. We do education, and we share a food idea. If you go to our other videos, you will see what we have. Okay, talking about the red flags in the body. Okay, you need to understand that feeling that you're feeling. Is this just a normal fatigue? Or is this more than that? Is this a burnout? Or is it more than a burnout? Or just one of those other things where I will just lie down and I will be okay? You need to understand your body. Listen to your body. Pay close attention to your physical sensations. Sometimes some people just have this blurry eyesight. It is a warning. It is a sign that something is wrong. That's not your normal. Your normal, you've got perfectly good eyesight. Maybe you use glasses, maybe you don't. All of a sudden, you're having this throbbing headache. You're having this blurry eyesight. You feel generally unwell. You feel lethargic. Go to the hospital if you need to. Go to the A&E. Nobody's going to send you back when you go to the A&E. They will do a triage, and if they think, okay, this is something that you can go to your GP for, they might send you. If it's something that you need to go to the minors, because in the hospital, I don't know about other settings anyway, where I used to work and where I still work part-time, there are different areas when you go to the A&E. If you come in now with something very serious and we need to take you to the resource team, straight away you are going to resource. If it's something that after initial triage, they think, okay, we've got GP upstairs. The GP is going to sort this out. They will send you to a GP. Okay, so do not stay at home when you feel unwell, especially when you feel terrible. You know yourself. I'm not going to tell you when you don't feel well. You should be able to know and say, I need medical attention ASAP. So pay close attention to the physical sensations of your body and even your emotional states. As we know, the World Health Organization has defined health as like a whole. It comes as a whole: your physical, your emotional, your social well-being, and not just the absence of sickness. So you can be physically fine, but emotionally you are a wreck, you are a mess. Your mental health is terrible at that point in time. Seek help. Don't wait till you break down. A lot of people, and I don't know how far this is true, just agree or disagree in the comment section if it's true or not. They say women or females are always quick to go to the hospital. That's why females tend to live longer than males. I don't know if that's true, but that's the argument. That's because there's statistics to support that men don't like going to the hospital. Men don't like to complain. It's the wife, the mothers that will say, oh, you need to go to the hospital. The wives that will actually book the GP appointment for these people, the men, to say, oh, you need to see a doctor. They go, oh, I'll be fine. I'll just relax. I'll just drink some water. I'll be fine. But the truth is, you need to go to the hospital if you feel really unwell. You need to understand that your body is, like we've mentioned about homeostasis earlier, when the body's try to regulate, and it's tired, that's when things begin to go wrong. That's when the organs begin to fail. That's when you see people collapsing. That's when you see that's acute chest pain. That's when you see everything now coming out, because the body has tried and tried to warn you several times actually, but you have ignored and carried on doing what you are doing, and then the body packs up, and then you need to go to the hospital. I forgot what you're talking about. I subscribe. Oh, thank you so much, my darling, for subscribing. I really do appreciate that. Please, if you're here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Another way that you can listen to your body is to tune into your internal cues instead of ignoring them. Like I said earlier, just try to know your body better. That headache, that persistent headache, is this normal for you? Is this normal for you to have that headache that is never going? This hand, sometimes we do lie down and we feel pain. It might be how you slept. It might not be. It might just be onset of something. Are you having pain in your back, abdomen that is off? This is different from what you've ever experienced. There's no harm in going to the hospital. There's no harm in going to your GP, but do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. Listen to your body, people. We don't want people coming to the hospital when it's like too late, too bad, and they go, oh, you see some people coming to the hospital, they've had chest pain for days. They've had chest pain. Say, how long have you had this chest pain? Oh, I've had it for 5 days. I was able to go to work. It was just this pain. I took some paracetamol. I was able to carry on with my day. And then they come to the hospital about 5 days after, and they go, oh, you know what? You've just had a massive heart attack, and they have to rush them to resource, trying to do things. If you feel unwell, go to the hospital. I know I've said that a million and one time. Also, be aware of the physical signs of being unwell, like recognizing fatigue. Fatigue is different from tiredness. Fatigue is so different from tiredness. Tiredness is something that, you're doing something, so, oh God, I need a rest. Fatigue is a mental state where, you want to do it, but you lack that energy. And the energy is coming from the brain, from up here. That's what fatigue does to the body. You, in your head, you want to do it, but the message is not just going to your other parts of the body to be able to do this thing. So recognize fatigue. Just pause if you need to. Stop that thing that you're doing. There's what is called pacing. To pace your activities is, instead of doing a long half an hour activity, reduce it to 15. Do 15, pause, take a break, and do another 15. Yes, some people are very energetic. They can go on and on doing, one heavy task. If you don't feel able to do it, you don't have to. Everybody is different. You don't have to be like that brother that can do everything. You don't have to be like that sister that can do everything. Understand your body. Understand that we are all different. Age-wise, what a 22-year-old is able to do, you can't do it if you're 50. Yes, we do have some energetic people in their old age. But the truth is, as you get older, your hormones drop. If you're a female, your estrogen will start to reduce. And that is a complete, a whole new topic that needs to be discussed, because it takes complete control over your life. It affects you in different areas. So understand that, when you need to rest. Pause. Sometimes when some people complain about fatigue, one thing we ask is, have you been to the pacing clinic? Because there's actually a thing called pacing clinic where they teach you how to pace your activities all through the day, so you're able to manage them without getting exhausted. Okay, so if you need to rest. Don't push it. Don't think that you're Superman. You can do everything. If you can, round of applause for you. But if you're struggling, do it when and how you want to do it. The end goal is to do that thing. As long as you get there, just take your time and do it, instead of pushing yourself and falling at the end of the tunnel or whatever. Okay. And another way that you can listen to your body is to identify pain. Identify pain. That sharp, prolonged, is it just a sharp pain, something that's just come, or is it that prolonged discomfort? You should be able to identify or distinguish between just a normal pain. Oh, I've hurt my leg, something happened, this is the reason. And when all of a sudden you have this sharp pain in your abdomen, in your flank area, in your back, and you think, oh my God, there's something different about this pain. Keep an eye on it. Do not ignore the signs that your body is giving to you. It might be a warning sign for you to stop what you're doing. It might be a warning sign for you to go into hospital. We need to listen to our body, okay? And also emotional and meta checking. Remember, the topic is listening to our body. Listening to our body. So when you feel emotionally fatigued, because there's what is called physical fatigue and emotional fatigue. You are so tired. You're finding everything overwhelming. It might be your job. Yes, it might be your job. You find it really overwhelming. It might be just dealing with people. You find it very overwhelming and you need to rest. Listen to your body. Do not ignore the cues. Do not wait. Have you ever noticed where you have some people that you struggling with, you don't really want to tolerate them, and you keep trying to keep up with them, you keep trying, they're annoying you, they're pissing you off, excuse my French, but you say, all right, they do something, you don't want to tell them so you don't affect it doesn't affect your relationship or anything. And then it gets, because you keep bottling those emotions, it gets to a stage, a boiling stage, where it is overwhelming. You can't control it anymore, and push, there goes the emotions. There goes the mental breakdown. You see people crying like they just can't take it anymore. And it might be because of somebody who's done something to them. It might be an event that is overwhelming. They can't take it anymore. Let's not get to that stage. Let's listen to our body, because one thing I've realized in life is there is always going to be an alternative. I know it sounds a bit funny now. Let me just go into the comment section. Okay, let's make the comment section decent. My glasses are cool. Thank you so much. Have you subscribed? Please subscribe. So I was talking about our mental health. Let's be able to understand our mental health. Let's be able to know when we are at that stage where we can't take it anymore. Disengage if you need to. Understand your body. If your body doesn't feel right in a place, move. Leave that place. Okay? Go to, I was speaking to somebody the other day, like, how do you manage when you feel overwhelmed emotional? And the person said, I just leave. If I'm in a room with people that I'm not comfortable with, or it's getting too much, I leave. I excuse myself. I go to my house. I go to my room. I want to be by myself. Because that person knows how to manage their emotions now. They know the point where they go, oh, I think I need to not be in this area anymore. We need to listen to our body. We don't need to wait till that anxiety level is up there and then, you let go. And sometimes when we let go in that manner, it doesn't always come out nice. Anyway, that is all I have to say today. Listen to your body. This is a new month. The month of June. Let's always, I like to preach self-love. I do. Listen to your body. Whatever happens, everybody's going to be all right. God forbid you die today. Life is going to move on. The work is going to go on. The family, they'll cry for a while. They will move on. They will leave. Trust me. But if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't listen to that internal cues telling you to take things slowly, telling you to go to the hospital to check, telling you to check your emotions, God forbid something happens, people will cry for a while and everybody will move on. So it's your responsibility to listen to your body. And I hope you enjoy my video. Please give me the thumbs up. Please subscribe. I beg you. Subscribe if you haven't. And I hope to see you next week. I hope you have a good afternoon. Once again, my name is Ewainu Saraboy Sangbedo. And I'll see you when I see you. Cheerio. Bye. Subscribe, please. Please, 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 please. And just let me know if you've subscribed. in the comment section. Let me just see the people I have here. Mehi Hospian. I can't say that name. I can't say it properly. But have you subscribed? Hey, beautiful. Bacterial vaginosis is a common treatable vaginal infection. Okay, thank you very much for that. Yeah, there are lots of treatable vaginal infections. You go to your GP if you think you have something that needs checking. Can you tell me, say, why are you filming in the car? I'm filming in the car because I've just come back from church. Yeah. And when I get inside now, I'm going to start eating because I'm very hungry and I love my meal time. My meal time is my me time. I don't know if that makes sense. So straight away, I'm going to have my food. I just wanted to quickly do this video. And if you notice, I always do, not always anyway, but most of my videos, I do them in the car because that's about the time I have. When I get in now, I am a mommy, I am a wife. I'm prepping for work tomorrow. I have a lot of things that I need to do. So yeah, every Sunday I do my videos in the car. Thank you. That's Mr. Ben Spurs. And tell me you've subscribed, Ben. Tell me you've subscribed. Let me just go back to Kuna Raj. Take your time, get your light. Okay, probably singing that person. Thank you for being here. Tatiana, am I from Kenya? I think I've answered that. No, I am from Nigeria. Would you rather kiss someone else for 10 million or me for $10? Okay, do you know what? We're not even answering that. Hi, Dark Animalist said. Hi. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna end the video now. If you haven't subscribed, thank you. You need to humble yourself and stop promoting homosexuality. I'm not sure who that message is directed at. And I'm not going to answer that. Anyway, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Bye.